So hey guys, what's up? Today is 19th February 2026 and market opens in around 20 minutes. And I am leaning low-key neutral today because we have PD arrays above us also and we have PD arrays below us also. We have liquidity above us also and we have liquidity below us also. So if the market manipulates into the gap above the market price, then I will look for shorts. And if the market manipulates into the gap and takes out the liquidity below the market price, then market will tap the higher time frame bullish PD array, and then I will look for long. So let me explain you all on the charts. On the 4 hour, then you will see that the market has rejected off from this bearish 4 hour gap. This is a huge gap. You can see I have just marked around it here to look more clean, and we have this bullish 4 hour value gap which the market has respected. So market has generated a 4 hour intermediate low here, which is also the PDL, and we have PDH above us. So nice liquidity on the upside, nice liquidity on the downside, but this is currently out of my sight because this is around 300 points for the market to move up, and then this will get taken. So 300 point is a bit much for NQ, so I am working in this area. So if we move on the 1 hour, pretty much the same scenario here also. We have this bullish value gap. These are two bullish value gaps I have marked at once, and we have liquidity here, 1 hour intermediate term low here, and 1 hour gap here, and we have two bearish gaps. So I want the market to manipulate into this gap and then give me shorts towards this liquidity point, or if the market just jumps and takes out this liquidity point first, then I will look for longs towards the 1 hour gap. So this is the scenario on the 1 hour. If we see on ES, we can see that ES has manipulated into this 1 hour fair gap. So if the market manipulates up higher, then we may have SMT here to move lower. So it is a nice confluence for me to take shorts, but if the market manipulates lower first, then I don't need any SMT. I will just target this high on ES and this gap on NQ. So if we go on the 15 minute, we can see these two bullish value gaps here, and inside this value gap we have 15-minute intermediate from low here. Go in this area, then we have 1 hour intermediate from high here. This is also the 15-minute intermediate from high inside this value gap, and eventually we have PDH, which is a 4 hour intermediate from high and the 1 hour intermediate from high, and we have 1 2 3 bearish value gaps. This is the starting of the 1 hour gap. So this is a nice strong liquidity for the market to manipulate into, and here we have the buy side SMT. You can see that on ES on 15 minute, market has manipulated into this 15-minute bearish gap and generated 1 hour intermediate term high and the 15-minute intermediate term high. But if you see on NQ, then it has not manipulated into this gap yet. So this is a SMT buy side. If market takes this on NQ, then I will only take shorts if ES takes out this high. Otherwise, we have a very SMT in this area. And if we move further, we can see around here at 8:30 open, we have data highs and the data lows. We have some high impact news today, so these are the PMH wicks, and I have marked them as data highs and data lows. And if we go on the lower time frame, we can see that we have relative equal highs here. So this is a very nice strong liquidity, and this gave me a feeling that the market will manipulate lower first, but let's see what happens. If manipulates lower first, then I will look for longs, and if the market manipulates higher first, then I will look for shorts. So I will catch you all after I take a trade, or maybe not take a trade. Market really just chopped today off open, and then I got on a second setup and it just chopped. So I de-risked because ES already took my break-even point, but my drawn liquidity was obvious and I thought that market will take that. So I was confident enough to take this, so I risked around $40, and then I kept trailing my stop. The market ended up chopping, and then I closed my trade in $2 profit. So let me explain you all. So market opened around here and it just chopped. It swept out the data highs and the relative equal highs. Then it dumped a bit, took out the data lows, and then it started to generate in low resistance liquidity. I wanted the market to sweep this also, then I will look for high probability longs, but market has its own way of moving, so it just started to chop. Then the first setup I saw was at around 9:54 a.m. Inversion of this 1 minute gap. So this was a nice setup to take, but I faded it because the 10 a.m. is around to open and we already swept out the buy side SMT, means NQ rebalanced the previous SMT with ES and tapped into the 1 hour gap. So a nice shot to take, but if we move on the 15 minute, we can see that the new candle is about to open and the structure is not also very good in this area. So I wanted the market to re-sweep this and then give me a shot. Otherwise it's B plus setup, I would say, with this as your break-even point. Yes, this is the 5 minute gap open, so this as your break-even point is a nice thing, but if this ended up being a loss, then it is a bet. So this would have been a very nice break-even trade, and then I waited for this gap to get inverse. This is a 1 minute, so there are two gaps, but if we look on the 2 minute, we have this one big 2 minute gap, and when this got inversed, I was in with SL around here. I de-risked because the market was just shopping and there was absolutely no movement in the market, so I de-risked on this trade. And the main reason for why I de-risked is that this setup formed around 10:10, and at 10:10 this is the 5 minute gap in ES, tiny as 5 minute gap, and this was the intermediate term low here. And if we go on the 1 minute, we can see that at 10:05 and at 10:10 my setup formed around 10:10 on NQ, and in ES it already took out my break-even point, so I de-risked in this trade and I risked $40. Then when it get around here, I move my stop loss to around here. I saved my stop from being hit from just a tick. Then when this again movement down, I trailed it to here. Then again it just took out this low, and then I trailed it to around here. And then again after this leg up, we have a 30-second inversion here. So I trailed my stop loss to here. So here I was risking $9, and once market took this, then I was break even, completely break even, and then it just stopped me out of the chop. So that's why I did it, and this was pretty much my trade today. My friend was telling me that Thursdays are a bit choppy if the markets have been nicer in the past days, so Thursdays are a bit choppy, and I feel like today is choppy, and that's why I de-risked also. So I explained you what I took and why I took that, and that's pretty much the recap. And until we meet again, be safe.